Imagine a time when art, science and philosophy experienced an explosion of creativity, changing the course of human history forever. This was the Renaissance, a period that reshaped Europe and laid the foundation for the modern world. But why did it start in Italy, and what were the key factors that triggered this intellectual and cultural revolution? In this video, we will explore the birth of the Renaissance, its origins in Italy, and the factors that made it possible. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth in French, was a period of intense cultural, artistic and intellectual advancement that spanned roughly from the 14th to the 17th century. It marked the transition from the Middle Ages to the early modern period. The Renaissance was characterized by a revival of interest in classical antiquity, particularly the literature, art and philosophy of ancient Greece and Rome. Several key factors contributed to Italy being the birthplace of the Renaissance. Italy was home to the remains of the once mighty Roman Empire. The ruins of Roman architecture, literature and laws were all around, serving as constant inspiration. Scholars had access to ancient manuscripts, statues and texts that helped fuel the revival of classical learning and artistic techniques. The Vatican, based in Rome, played a significant role in preserving ancient knowledge. Monasteries and religious institutions copied and safeguarded classical texts. While the Church was a dominant force in medieval life, it also became a major patron of Renaissance art and learning. Unlike many other parts of Europe, Italy was not a unified country during the Renaissance. Instead, it was made up of independent city-states like Florence, Venice and Milan, which were wealthy and politically stable. These city-states became centers of trade and commerce, allowing merchants and bankers to amass vast fortunes, which they often used to support the arts and intellectual pursuits. The Medici family of Florence is one of the most famous examples of Renaissance patrons. They funded artists, architects and scholars, helping to drive the artistic and intellectual growth of the period. Their support enabled figures like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo and Galileo to create some of the most iconic works in history. When the Ottoman Empire conquered Constantinople, many Greek scholars fled to Italy, bringing with them ancient manuscripts and knowledge that had been preserved in the Byzantine Empire. When the Ottoman Empire conquered Constantinople, many Greek scholars fled to Italy, bringing with them ancient manuscripts and knowledge that had been preserved in the Byzantine Empire. This influx of classical texts helped fuel new studies in philosophy, science and art. Johannes Gutenberg's invention of the printing press revolutionized the spread of knowledge. Books could be produced more efficiently, making literature and scholarly texts more widely available and accessible to a larger audience. Humanism, a key intellectual movement of the Renaissance, emphasized the study of classical texts and the potential of human achievement. Thinkers like Petrarch and Erasmus sought to revive ancient wisdom and apply it to contemporary society, influencing education, politics and art. Though devastating, the Black Death led to significant social and economic changes. With a reduced population, there was less competition for resources, leading to increased wealth for survivors. Additionally, the trauma of the plague led people to seek new ways of thinking about life, death, and human purpose. The Renaissance produced some of the most celebrated figures in history. Leonardo da Vinci, painter of the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, as well as an inventor and scientist. Michelangelo, creator of the David statue and the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Galileo Galilei, a scientist who advanced astronomy and physics, challenging traditional views of the cosmos. Niccolo Machiavelli, author of The Prince, a political treatise on power and leadership. The Renaissance was a period of incredible transformation that reshaped Europe and the world. It began in Italy due to its rich classical heritage, the support of powerful patrons, and the thriving economy of its city-states. Triggered by events like the fall of Constantinople, the invention of the printing press, and the spread of humanist ideas, the Renaissance ushered in an age of unprecedented artistic, scientific, and intellectual achievement. Its influence can still be seen today in our art, literature, science, and philosophy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more history content. What do you think was the most important factor in the birth of the Renaissance? Let us know in the comments below.